All right. Good day, everybody. It is Tuesday, May the 24th, 2022. Today's headline hits with LW is brought to you by Miles Franklin. Silver is now bounced up just a little bit, a little over $22 an ounce that I just realized this morning. So if you guys are still interested in purchasing silver or gold, you guys can go to info@milesfranklin.com. Use the promo code Liberty Warrior Nation. It helps this channel keep going. And Andy is a supporter of LWN. And so we appreciate Andy and Miles Franklin. All right, let's hit the headlines this morning. Some things that I really want to bring to your guys' attention. So, of course, monkeypox, it's making its cycle through the news. Certain people freaking out, certain countries freaking out, but we don't live in fear here at LWN. So, Belgium imposes quarantine for four detected cases of monkeypox. John Estabrook said this morning, if you've had your vaccination for smallpox, you're covered. And most of us, at least people my age, and I think most children, I mean, have had their vacations for smallpox. So I don't think this is anything really to worry about. I just think it's another distraction and another way for them to convince people that they need to rush out and get the sickness vacation. I just, something's up here. Something smells really fishy, and I want to bring it to your attention. After discovering four positive cases of monkeypox, Belgium health authorities have placed those with confirmed cases of the virus in a 24-hour quarantine. Now, they're not even freaking out that much. As of Sunday, the Belgium authorities announced four confirmed cases of the virus and have called on anyone with symptoms to immediately seek medical treatment at an emergency room and consult health professionals. They also go on further to say that Belgium has also ordered anyone who has been infected with the virus to isolate themselves for 21 days, to just stay home for 21 days. It's kind of like having chicken pox, right? You don't go around other people, you stay home. We've all had it when we were kids. Noah hasn't had it yet, but I'm sure his day is coming very soon. Those who have been contacted in contact with somebody with a confirmed case should watch for symptoms, but do not need to isolate themselves. So again, they're not freaking out, but here are some of the countries out there that have confirmed cases. Belgium is the latest of several European countries to report confirmed cases of the monkeypox virus in recent days, such as Spain, Portugal, Italy, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. Many of the confirmed monkeypox cases have been linked to homosexual men, with the UK investigating gay bars frequented by 6 of the 9 people who tested positive for the virus, and the WHO experts linked what the Associated Press called a risky sexual behavior to 2 raves held in Belgium and Spain to spread the virus. So again, I don't think it's really anything to worry about. And for people partying and having raves, I mean, you can spread any disease and any virus for that matter. So there you have it. Let's jump to the next article, the next headline here in Breitbart. This is something that I want to talk about because it's alarming. The RNC, Pennsylvania GOP, to intervene against McCormick's ballot counting litigation. So it goes on to say that what's happening, and the New York Times reported on this, what's happening in Pennsylvania right now is something that I think as patriots we need to be alarmed about. For those of you who live in Pennsylvania, I'd be reaching out to your state representatives. What's going on? Here it is. McCormick trails Dr. Oz in the race by 987 votes out of more than 1.3 million ballots cast as of Monday night. Politico noted, so Politico is reporting on this, that more than 5,000 mail in ballots may still be outstanding. What does that mean? They haven't been counted yet. Here we go, 2020 all over again. So, more of what happened in 2020 is at the doorstep of Pennsylvania yet again. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, one of the most corrupt states in the union. All right, next headline. Let's talk about Goldman Sachs. Let's talk about what Goldman Sachs wants the current administration to do. Again, America last policies. And these big corporations, these corporations who have bought politicians like Joe Biden, when they pay for you, they expect certain things from you. So listen to what they want. Goldman Sachs to Joe Biden, import workers to cut wages by $100 billion. President Joe Biden should cut roughly $1 billion from American wages in 1 year by importing 2.5 extra million foreign workers, says Wall Street leading investment firm Goldman Sachs. I'm bringing this to your guys' attention because as Americans are already hurting from inflation, already hurting from high grocery prices, higher electric bills, higher gas prices, higher housing prices. Big Corp wants Joe Biden to bring in more foreign workers to cut wages by $1.37 billion out of voters' pocketbooks. That's what it says in the article. Pay attention, folks. America last. All right, let's talk about this guy. Well, let's see. He's been dead 3 or 4 times now. 3 or 4 times. Mike Pence on running in 2024. If Donald Trump runs, quote, will go where called. Former Vice President Mike Pence appears to not rule out a presidential bid in 2024 in what will become a sizable Republican primary, even if his former ticket mate, former President Donald Trump, is also running, according to the report. Now, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because this guy is part of the problem. Let's read what he says down here at the bottom of the article. You can catch it in Breitbart. Pence also told the Times, the New York Times to be exact, that he was, quote, very moved, end quote, by how much people across the country have, quote, expressed appreciation, end quote, to him resisting Trump wanting to have the former vice president block Congress from voting on Electoral College and confirming now President Joe Biden as the winner. So, my question to you, the audience, is this guy worth voting for? Not for this guy. I wouldn't give him, well, I can't say that, but not on air. But there is no way in hell I would vote for this guy. Not one chance. As Pence appears to be readily a potential president fighting against a presidential fight against Trump, he is already on opposed sides of the Georgia geopolitical national race. So more of the same. This guy shows and rears his ugly face. Of course, he's been dead. I don't know how many times in Gitmo, but he keeps popping up like all the rest of them do. So here's the next headline that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. When we're talking about November of 2020 and what happened, Census Bureau undercounted 5 red states and overcounted 6 blue states. What's that all about? Well, they were screaming and hollering that Trump was trying to change the party lines and all kinds of lines for the 2020 census. Because remember, they go by population. So this goes also back to gerrymandering, right? That's what this all ties to. and they were whining and crying about the Trump administration, about how they were trying to change party lines, change this line, change that line. Well, it happens to be the fact that they actually underreported red states and overreported blue states. How does this affect us? Well, I think it's tied to what happened in November of 2020, to be honest with you. I'm going to just leave that right there. All right, let's talk about what the affidavit mamas have been really pushing hard for. This is something here at LWN that we've been talking about for weeks. We've been putting it out there. I hope that you guys have contacted your state representatives and your congressmen and put a halt to this. But this is the action that's happening right now. House Freedom Caucus to Biden. Halt efforts to empower mismanaged, corrupt WHO. What is that all about? Well, we've been talking about this. So here it is, folks. It's right in your face. The House Freedom Caucus sent President Joe Biden a letter on Monday demanding he stand against the World Order Health Organization's push for global pandemic treaty, which would transfer much of the authority of the pandemic control from member nations to the UN agency. Now, we've been talking about this. They're getting ready to vote. The Biden administration wants to hand all that authority over to the WHO. But the House Freedom Caucus is standing up, urges you to halt your efforts to empower the World Health Organization and instead either immediately resume President Trump's withdrawal from that body. Thank you, Lord, for the House Freedom Caucus. They want us to withdraw from that body like President Trump's policies. That's what he did when he came into office. Or at the very least, push serious reforms to aggressively correct the organization's rampant corruption and ineffectual leadership. That's what the letter said. The caucus was led by Republican fighters, Representative Scott Perry, a Republican for Pennsylvania, and our own Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio. Called out the Biden administration for proposing amendments to the WHO. So, listen, folks, this is happening. I'm letting you guys know that we do have fighters out there trying to put a halt to this. And we need to be vigilant. We need to be eyes wide open, paying attention to what's going on. And they're calling it for what it is. It is a corrupt organization. These guys want authority over us, that if we have 2 or 3 monkeypox here in America, they want to come in and close the whole country down, shut us down. We cannot allow that to happen. All right, last headline for today. Joe Biden awed by record high gas prices, part of incredible transition from fossil fuels. This is how dumb the Democrat Party is. This is how dumb this administration is. This is how dumb Nancy Pelosi is. This is how dumb OAC is. Can you feel the love as everyday Americans are forced to live with the pain of gas prices spiking to record highs at the pump? President Joe Biden sees something far more alluring in the offing. He believes the country is going through an incredible transition from fossil fuels via high gas prices and onto something greener and by association better. Now, remember, they are trying to usher in the Green New Deal. 2030 is a landmark for them, but by 2050, they want us to have zero carbon emissions. Are you out of your mind? It's not even possible. It is not possible. But yet they keep pushing it. Biden offered his take on gas prices during a joint press conference with Japanese Prime Minister. This is Biden speaking. This is his quote. So if it sounds dumb, it is dumb. Here's the situation. And when it comes to the gas prices, we're going through an incredible transition that is taking place that, God willing, when it's over, will be stronger and the world will be stronger and less reliant on fossil fuels when this is over, Biden said, finding nothing but positively and future sunshine for Americans at the end point of their current pain. So listen, folks, suck it up. Just suck it up at the gas pump, would you please? Quit whining and crying about paying $4.56 a gallon. That's the average this week. Or for those of you in California paying $6.06, will you just suck it up? That's what Biden wants you to do. Quit crying about it, because in the end, we're going to be stronger for this. In the end, we're going to have the Green New Deal. Everything's going to be electric. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a utopia. We're going to not have any more fossil fuels. We're shutting down fracking. No more crude oil. We're going to just float around on clouds and just love life under this current administration. And the ones that succeed him that are Democratic presidential administrations, because they're all going to push the Green New Deal. So suck it up, America, because Biden is just living with joyful heart that his plan is coming to fruition. So that is it for today's headline hits, folks. I'll be back later this evening with a special guest on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So have a great day.